Like the doula lady, Miss Doula. Y'all see her?
Oh my gosh. 3, 2. What's up, everybody? My name is Kay, Miss K to you. This is the iPhone guru himself, Lamar. And then we have special guest, Mia Watson, you guys. I figured we need a little, woman and motherly love after the last episode. So gonna go ahead and allow you to talk about a little bit about what you're doing while you're here.
Okay. In a few months to come, I'm getting ready to start my own business as a postpartum doula, and I will be hiring a team to serve the community of women who just had a baby and come in their home and assist her with breastfeeding, diaper changing, organizing the nursery, light cleaning, helping her with the groceries or any errands she may need, or helping at night so she can get some sleep, trying to keep the stress off the mom so she can primarily focus on the baby. If she have another child in the home, I would assist, or our team, one of my members of the team would help her out with the second and third child, give activities. But we would come in, give her books to read, to, learn about the baby, and videos, so to try to keep her from not going to postpartum or stressing, going into anxiety, and just try to enjoy her baby and have good memories of what it was like when she had her baby.
So my first question to you is,
Oh my goodness.
how are you guys going to assist with breastfeeding?
Well, of course we don't have the milk. The mother has the milk, but sometimes it's hard for the baby to latch on the mother's breast. So we're going to find different ways for the baby to latch on, in different positions, whether it's laying on the mom's side or prop her up, because it takes work. It takes up to 3 to 4 weeks for the baby to latch on to the mother's breast. And
mine's latch on quick. I was just lucky.
Oh, girl, you was blessed.
Well, I mean, you probably got some big ass nipples anyway.
No, it's not about the nipple. It's the baby learning the mom and learning, the mom having that milk supply. Being able
I'm just
to
saying,
pump.
He's so aggravated.
You look like a person with big nipples and big areola.
It's a lot. It's a lot that a mom, because the mom got to pump that milk supply. She probably won't pump, 2 ounces every 2 or 3 hours to start filling up. So
that's true.
I will be there saying, did you drink a lot of water? Are you dehydrated? You drink plenty of water when you breastfeeding.
Basically like a guide. Because, some women don't have that.
So like, is this like a non-profit deal? I mean, is this something where, it can be billed to Medicaid? Like how?
Oh, good question. Definitely. Definitely, I will be billing to Medicaid and also other health insurance that, to have the HSA and FSA spending accounts where they can use that to apply to the bill, because it's going to be a little pricey, but it's definitely needed because some mothers, grandmothers, they still working and they can't, help the kids.
Yeah, because grandmother's 32
now. Right.
I got to work. So.
Not even that, they having a life too. Because some grandmas used to work and they still used to come home and take care of the kids. I'm just saying. That
is true.
Yeah, but the mother stuff, the grandma was younger now.
Yeah, they trying to have a life. We've talked about it, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, we talked about that a lot.
Yes.
Grandmas, for me, I want to be.
They don't even want to be called grandma no more. G-Ma, Glam-Ma, all this other foolishness.
I'm now. I have 8 grandkids. I'm now.
GG. Like, grandma. Where are the grandmas? What Big Mama at?
I'm so dead. What we used to call ours?
Mother.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother, mother. Yeah, but it's much needed in the community because a lot of women, they are going through so much stress
Yeah.
You know, they seeing the house dirty, or you know, they got to get up and feed the baby. Their body is going through so much.
Yeah, but yeah, they also having kids with piece of shit ass dudes too though.
Well, you know
some
what?
people, even if people married, go through postpartum depression.
Listen,
People that be with, I'm watching 911 right now, and
Man,
the white chick literally left her Asian man because she was too tired. She was literally constantly with the baby. She took off her job for 6 weeks. She ended up like bathing the baby, and she fell asleep a little bit, and the baby had fell in the water a little bit underwater for a little while. So you know that literally traumatized her enough to literally leave. And just this new episode that came out this Monday, he went out searching for her, finally found her, and kind of found out she was going through postpartum and did not know how to ask for help and stuff. She didn't want to bother him because he was a firefighter.
You know, sometimes women don't want to be judged because they feel like because they have a baby, they supposed to be know that mom and they're supposed to know.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they
some men don't know about that.
Well, you know what? That's a good question, because sometimes, not, you know, dumping on the men, but if you just give that woman 1 hour,
right,
you know, where she can just close her eyes, or
and that is my point though, man. So you're proving my point though.
What's the point?
Having babies with piece of shit ass niggas, man. Niggas who ain't trying to help out.
So do you honestly think that women always, they think initially that the guy gonna turn out to be that woman?
Right? Because I sure enough didn't think so. Yeah, I really did.
Okay, all right, Kate. All right, Kate. So let's take your situation. Okay?
All right.
Okay, so you said that both of your baby dads are rebounds, right?
Unfortunately.
So when you have sex with a rebound, you put yourself in that position.
Well, I can't. Well, number one, as far as Anthony, I can't really say he was a rebound because I planned that pregnancy. You know, we were together for 1 month and another one. Lord. But you know, look, we planned that, so I can't really say that I was off a rebound. But the first one definitely was a rebound. I mean, but the rebound, I was so in love with him because he was doing all the right things and saying all the right things, and you know, I saw him with his family and his niece and everything. So, but then you have to take into an account of what was going on. Number one, I was 17. He was like 21. So that's like, and my mom, she already knew I was dating a 21-year-old. She was kind of like, okay, but I was a senior in high school. But when I had got pregnant, she wasn't kind of found out wasn't okay with it. So of course not. So, I mean, it's like that got to make it really hard. But that should not have been a reason for him to walk away. At least he could walk away from me. That's completely fine. But we could have made things work. But
what we're talking about, though, is you having sex with people that aren't good potential fathers.
But how was I supposed to know that?
You ain't spend enough time with the man.
I was not trying to get pregnant. That shit just happened.
Nigga, you just said you planned it. Which one is it?
The second one.
That's what we talk about. We talk about
the second one. I thought he was a good guy.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. And I did not come from a home with a mother and father, so I'm not bashing people who don't have both parents in the house. But it's very important that you pick your father.
Yeah.
You know, your baby's dad. Because if he hadn't been in a home with both of his parents, chances are it won't last.
Were you raised by your mother and father?
Most definitely. So, do you have any teenagers?
I have grown adults.
So you have the grown adults?
Yes, I do. And my son is an awesome father.
Oh yeah, that's
awesome father.
So that question is necessarily important.
Yes, it's very important. And when you're young, you do stupid things. And with the postpartum doula, I pass no judgment. My plans is to go in the home and motivate and inspire women, like, you know, women who have babies young. My goal is to encourage her and to motivate her and tell her, just because you may had this baby, that doesn't mean your life is over.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Go for it.
So let's say you got a client, right?
Okay.
And this is like their third kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
So would you be willing to come out for every kid, man? Like if somebody getting pregnant like every year, they turning them business out. Would you be willing to come every year?
Honestly, I want to go in that home and talk to that young woman.
But would you be willing to come year after year? Like that third year, would you be willing to come back?
See, once again, I can't judge because see, I'm making money too. But it's more than the money for me.
Well, so some people say
but
all money is good
woman,
money.
And that's true. And it's
very
not.
much so.
But if I would treat that female like she was my daughter. If she had a baby after baby, the first question I would say, what you want to be when you grow up? I'm not going to look at what she's doing because I want to be that positive influence in her life to turn that around. Baby, if you say you want a model, if you pretty, girl, you need to do, what are you doing to get to that step? Right. Let me motivate you. Let me inspire you. Or even if, let me mentor where sometimes I can call you on the phone. Call me. Sometimes these kids don't have a mom. Their mom in the streets or whatever the case may be. Yeah. I want to be there to motivate her where maybe she had 1, 2, 3, but she won't have number 4 unless she's with her husband.
So you trying to be a support system.
Oh yes, it take a village to raise a kid.
Amen.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, y'all. So let's get into the first topic. I'm gonna actually allow Mia to go with her topic. Mia, which topic are you gonna do?
Okay, my first question: can a woman teach her son how to be a man?
I'm gonna let you go first on this topic because I know you probably have a lot to say.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's just no, man. It's like what can you? I mean, what can you teach them? I mean, like even my daughters, man. I mean, I can,
You look so young. Can't believe you have daughters.
Yeah. I take good care of myself, man. My oldest is gonna be.
Brooker is commenting. He said, "What's up? What's the topic?" Oh, he said no to your question, by the way.
But it's like so like my daughter is like I show them about hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure their nails, their fingernails, toenails, straight. Make sure pedicure straight and everything, and like show them how to take care of skin and everything. But it's like, and like make sure put on deodorant, brush your teeth, all that good stuff. But like for us, like actually like being a woman, teach them how to drive and stuff. But it's like, I mean, I can't show them how to be no woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can make sure they stay presentable and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I'm a disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in your ass.
Right.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
So aggravating.
So like, I mean, a woman can only do so much. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a hard ass as a dad? It sounds like you are such a hard ass.
Man, listen, man. It's either you gonna tell them what to do, or these crackers gonna tell them what to do. Okay, but somebody gonna tell them what to do. Okay. Mm-hmm. When I do it, it's gonna be with love. When they do it, it ain't gonna be.
So you tough dad, and then you good dad too. You show him love.
Well, man, I wouldn't necessarily consider myself tough, man. I just my yes mean yes, my no mean no. Man, like 100% of the time, your ass gonna get punished.
Okay. I respect that. Hey, what's your thoughts
on? I kind of agree with what he's saying, only because I recently, so my ex bought my son this like little urinal potty thing, and like I was trying to teach him how to like stand up and you know what I'm saying.
That's too early. He got to get to sitting down.
And first. I don't. And the thing is, it was so embarrassing. I had to go to my Uncle Mark because me and dude we not really on the best terms or whatever. So I had to like go to my Uncle Mark and be like, Uncle Mark, is he supposed to when he's supposed to be standing up and pee?
No, that's later. That's later, man. But I'm gonna give you a tip, okay? You gotta make sure it's tucked in.
What?
Tucked in.
Listen, if you don't make sure that bitch tucked in, that bitch he liable to You like, God damn, like if you notice, like a lot of the things have like a little dip in the front.
Yeah.
Man, like long as you keep it tucked in, that's what that dip is for, man. Oh my gosh. Keep the piss from going everywhere.
Brooker said, "I'm a tough dad when necessary. That is not always the need."
He always lying, yo. What the fuck?
Here's my thought. I feel no, a mom could never take a place of a dad. But if a dad is not there, then you have the uncle, or you have a mentor, or a cousin. But here's the thing. Regardless, a child still needs to see his father, even if the father is not there.
Right.
You know, because he questioned where he come from.
Yeah.
And most men, they don't play about their money and cars. Women can't teach them that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, that needs to come from the father. You know, the fishing and
changing the tire. You know,
how you know when you get your
car.
first girlfriend. Because I know I wouldn't want to talk to my son about the girlfriend. So that needs to come from a man.
Yeah.
You know, a man's perspective.
Yeah, I'll put the condom on.
Yes. Say it one more time. You got to put the condom on. Yes, no baby son.
I mean, hell.
So it's very
I ain't pulling
important.
a while, but I can figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. But
oh my gosh.
It's very important. The mom can't be the mom and the dad too. I mean, I can point out to my son what I would want in a man, but I cannot teach him how to be a man.
Right.
Yeah, but besides another thing, it's like women are naturally soft. You know what I'm saying?
Nurturing.
Like
we're gonna nurture our babies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's a certain level of like not caring that a dad can go to that. Like a mom
can't.
Like what's the name? Like the movie King Richard. Like if you've seen that movie, there was a scene where he told a girl to stop bragging. And they kept bragging. So he gave him some money, told him to go out in the store. He just took off. Yeah. And the mom like, hey, go back and get my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like men, like we can go to a place with our kids that a lot of women just can't go. It's just not in nature.
It's true. I agree.
Okay. Well, that's a good first topic. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play my next topic. I got a video.
Ooh.
So I decided to take my son's father off of child support because it was causing turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Recently, you know, I looked up a few places for him to get his CDL so that he could possibly start his own trucking company, or he can even carry loads and make money for himself. What I decided was, you know what, Brittany, let me change my mindset. Let me help him help us. So I decided to take my son's father off of child support because it was causing turmoil in our co-parenting relationship.
She said, "You're calling turmoil in our co-parenting relationship."
First of all,
she sounds educated.
First of all,
she done read a few books.
First of all, okay. Why would you take him off before he even like start doing it? I completely understand where she's coming from, but why would you do it beforehand? And she went on. I don't know if she said in the video clip. I didn't even pretty much hear it in the clip. I don't know if I did the whole thing, but she pretty much said like she trusts him a little too much. Like, why you had to put him on child support in the first place?
But check this out here though. Okay.
There are some good dudes.
You're not getting that much money in child support, no way.
Oh, well, I bet.
You know what I'm saying?
So why the hell do he care about her going to take him off? Exactly. If it's
well,
not
maybe,
that much.
That's just a pay. No, but what I'm saying though is she's not at risk to really lose a whole lot of money in child support. But especially if it's just that
if
one
she's
kid.
having to go take him off, it's obviously a risk to him, which means it's some. Especially if she's talking about he can use that money to put it towards getting his card or what a TWIC card or whatever.
Maybe that dad.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is
maybe he go to the school, or maybe he's involved with things with the child where she knows that it's not going to be a risk taking him off child support.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, she probably.
But I'm with you. You need to go get that job first.
Right. Brooker said the same thing. Somebody, she definitely need to go get that ROI first.
Yeah.
But listen though. she probably at risk of only losing like $100 a week or so. I mean, we
don't know this man's pockets.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Listen, man, if you trying to get a tweet card, my nigga, man, you ain't.
But it's not just a tweet card. Like going through the training and the school.
I understand that, but
like,
what I'm saying to you is, man, this man ain't bringing in no real money. He trying to bring in some real money.
So why knock him? Why knock him?
I'm not knocking him. All I'm saying is,
I ain't saying take him on child support.
All I'm saying is,
exactly. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, she not at risk of losing a whole lot of money. No way. Is what I'm saying, man. Child support, man, really don't matter. Be handing out a whole lot of money like that.
Some do.
You know what?
Now listen, man, I've been on child support since I was 18 years old, man. I know how the shit work, man.
I know you do. That's
you
why.
Got some
I know you do.
You got some deadbeat dads, and you have some good dads. So some guys out there are really, really paying some good money to the kid's mother.
Yeah, but man, those people that's making, man, like some serious bread, man. I mean, like I got a homeboy, man, who making 6 figures, man, and he not really spending that much in child support on all his kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just because man, like he was giving them more money before he would put on child support. Man, child support, man, you always lose money with child support because you'll never get what the father's willing to give.
I mean, that's depending on who you take the child support. I know some men out there who's begging a woman to take them off child support because they taking half or if not all his check basically.
But man, you gotta get your money up, man.
That's so easy for you to say, like.
Oh no, man. This is what I'm saying right here. Okay, so child support can only take up to 60%, and man, like that's only like if you're behind a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? But see, what kills you though is that 60% net. Did I say that right?
Like
No.
That is business.
No, it's 60% before they take taxes out. It's 60% before they take taxes out. So I mean that's what really hurt you. You know what I'm saying, man? Like you might bring in 100. You know they could take 60, and then like 15 to come out for taxes. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you
that leave you
that's why you have to have
$25.
your side hustle, but at the same time.
So like that's what really kill you, man. But it's like, man.
Those kids need time. They need that child support too, but they need the men involved. Time. It's 50-50. And you
definitely 50-50.
And I always say this. I don't put it all on the men. I feel like the women need to give 50%.
Oh yeah.
And the man give 50%. I don't believe in, taking from the man all the time. It's partnership.
I saw this video of a woman yesterday who was standing behind her ex's car. So the ex just dropped. They have twin boys, and she just dropped them off. I guess it was his visit or whatever. She was standing behind the car. The little boy is not allowing him to leave because he took them to get their haircut. So she was making a whole big ordeal, and she was not letting him leave. Talking about you got his haircut. You got the haircut. You didn't consult with me, and they ended up like trying to get in his car. So he pushed like one of them out the way. And all of a sudden they started screaming like, oh, did you put your hands on me? Did you hit me? Now, bear in mind, they had to meet at a police substation. So they ended up going in, trying to file charges. Now, that is a bitter person. That is a bitter person.
I mean,
for a haircut,
you have motherfuckers like that, man. Like I was the only person to cut my son's hair. Like from the time he was born all the way up to like 2019, man. Like my ex-wife, like she'll get his hair cut on that Thursday before I get him on that Friday. I mean that's just how motherfuckers is, man. Just what it is. A hurt dog gonna holler. Oh,
he's talking about ROI. You feel me?
Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna switch gears. Check this out right here.
Oh Jesus.
So. If one of y'all recently became disabled, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
Would you expect your mate to stay? And if you did expect them to stay, would you give them a hall pass?
Give them a hall pass. You don't know what a hall pass is?
What's a hall pass?
You give them a hall pass to go and do what they want to do.
Do what they want to do. I mean, cheap.
Yeah, basically. Basically. I mean, if you recently just became this, but I mean, disabled people, some people can still have sex.
Yeah.
So I mean, it really all depends.
So let's say you became a paraplegic, man. Like you only got feeling like from the waist up.
From the waist up.
Waist up.
My mouth still works.
Oh my God.
So
I'm just saying.
So basically, you expect to.
I'm not giving no hall pass because my mouth still works.
So you expect him to get head for the rest of his life?
My mouth still works. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say.
Man, listen, man, I gotta see that.
And even though I'm a paraplegic, my coochie still works.
Oh my God.
I may not feel it, but I mean,
I gotta see if it still works. I'm gonna pick your head up. I gotta see if this bitch still works. Let me get this bitch up. Let me get this lube. We gotta see if this bitch.
Oh my God.
We gotta see if this bitch still
And
works.
you know what'll happen if you put the little swing that way? You ain't even gotta, hold the legs up.
You know
just
what?
put it in the.
If my partner became disabled and
But you.
I came disabled.
Yeah. Would you give him a hall pass? Like, what?
I wouldn't want to know.
You wouldn't. Okay, I respect that. I wouldn't want to know you.
If he say I need to go to the store or whatever, just don't tell me. I wouldn't want to know, but I probably have it in the back of my head, but I know that he may have to do what he have to do to get pleased.
So basically, what you're saying is you ain't gonna help him get off.
If I'm disabled, what I look like trying to? What can I do?
Nigga, man, you got hands, you got titties, you got a mouth.
A mouth. A mouth. He gotta go look at one of them stations, like looking at the girl.
Yeah,
you better get a dog.
I'm just gonna go ahead and divorce your disabled ass. Okay. Man, you do like that's just a given.
Oh my God.
But you're paraplegic, you gotta give head. That's just given. You got.
What happened to companionship?
What happened to head?
Right, you can't. I'm sorry, but
you paraplegic, you gotta give head.
It's not always.
When he needs to go to the store.
That's just automatic. You gotta give head.
That's
Soon as when you tell me, like, you ain't giving head, okay, yo, I'm going to go and sign these papers. Okay, get a notary in this.
Get
out of here.
When you love someone, you can't walk away like that.
You're right. I'm a crawl away.
Like I said,
I'm gonna walk backwards.
So I'm not, and my coochie still work. As long as my half ain't gone, I feel like I can make that shit work.
I'm gonna try. I'm trying to keep that bitch out of that bitch.
Yeah. Hey, Corey talking about marriage off, okay? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But if you're a man and your bottom, I mean, that would have to be marriage off for me too, because if you're a man, like you can't feel nothing down there, so how can you get hard?
Yeah, but shit, man, hey, I could put a strap on and you could ride the damn strap on. We get one of that lambskin or some shit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, they say I feel like the real thing. Hell, you can ride my little strap on. I'll be talking to you and all, boy. You better tell this shit.
Oh, you a talker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do nothing else. Shit.
Oh, you gonna encourage? You gonna support?
Yeah. I'm sucking the titties and all. What you mean? I'm acting like I'm doing something for you.
But you ain't
Like
doing
it be
nothing.
good, ain't it?
I'm gonna make that shit work. I power to you, brother.
Yeah.
Power to you. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, well, there's a will, there's a way. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, that's very true. He's talking about, no, boy, you are.
Wow.
I mean, y'all just might have to do some strap-on shopping.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I'm a roll my ass in that damn store. We gonna find the right shit.
Wow. Well, moving on to the next question, which is yours, Mia. So what's the next one?
Okay. Can you be around someone who you know is jealous of you?
Hell no. And the only reason why I say that is because anyone who's jealous or envy of you, if they want something that's yours, if that opportunity comes up, I see it as this. If we in hell, right? Okay, and we on two ends of a stick. And the devil offer like, hey, listen, you can save her life, or you can not save her life and get what she wants. That girl gonna send me straight to hell. That's genuinely how I feel. I feel like it's that extensive. He talking about hell yeah, shit him. What? What? He said shit him. I mean, I don't want to be around nobody like that. I would tread lightly. I would tread very lightly with somebody like that.
Nobody wants to be around somebody who's jealous of them, man. But I mean,
come on, talk to me.
Sometimes, I mean, it's in your best interest, man. Like let's say when I came into this office, like let's say one of y'all was jealous of me, man. Like I can't focus on that, man. Like I came and get this cash. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it would be kind of an awkward situation, but I came to this shit because it was a good situation for me. It was a good situation for my business. I mean, you might be in a situation where you broke and you got to stay with a family member that's jealous of you, man. Like, what you gonna do? Well, you gonna sleep in the car?
But hold on, why would a family member be jealous of you and you staying with them?
You got some.
Exactly.
Listen, you'll be surprised.
Yes.
You'll be surprised, man. Listen, but man, people will be jealous of you, man. They want you there, man, just so they can mistreat you.
I mean,
but you ain't live no life for real. But listen, but you ain't been through nothing but you live with somebody who don't want you there. Man, some motherfucker be like, man, goddamn, you gotta breathe that hard? I'm like, well, shit, I'm sorry. Let me go outside. I'm dead ass serious.
I mean, you know what? I can actually say I've lived with somebody like that, and unfortunately, they were living with me. But because I was in a relationship with them, I genuinely felt like everything I was doing, I was feeling like I was walking on eggshells with them. Like everything I was doing was wrong, or everything I said, it was a nagging or anything like that. So I do feel where you're coming from. And I remember, man, one time I was just sitting there, eating, and I wasn't even smacking. He was like, "Damn, do you really gotta chew that loud?" I'm like, "Well, shit, I'm just eating like you." Like, I mean, I knew at that point, bro, we done, dog. I'm tired of arguing. When you arguing about the littlest stuff, it's just
you ever see, man? Ain't nothing worse than not when to come home.
Very much so.
But you at the office, boy, like, damn, boy, you try to talk to everybody, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, you mess around and just sleep at the office.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just do some overnight work. Just lay hell to this, because it's just more peaceful than just
like, hey, man, I feel like doing a free website tonight. Who need a website?
For real, like, I'm just gonna stay. Nah, I ain't free. Look, I might discount it, but I ain't gonna be free.
Listen, K ain't doing shit for free, boy.
Definitely ain't.
Oh, you ain't shit, Joe. K, come on, K don't do nothing good so hard, boy.
Listen, I ain't trying to be broke. That's just the bottom line. I feel like if you constantly be doing everything for free.
Man, we're not saying constantly. I'm just saying every night.
No, but the thing is,
then you should want to be a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I just donated some banners to a foundation. I mean, that's free. Okay, that's free.
What you just call me?
Mother doula.
Okay. I cannot. All right. Well, that was your question? Okay, what's your next question?
So, that kind of go with the floor. So let me find something.
Just say it. Just speak it.
No, let me find something.
Oh my gosh.
Go with the flow. I mean, I got an interesting question.
Okay.
So, so has there been a time where a parent or both parents have done something to lose your respect?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yes. First of all, my daddy off rip, hell yes. That's number one. And then my mother, oh, absolutely. But, that's just life. But my father, oh, hell yes.
Well, listen,
I'm
gonna give you a situation where one of my parents lost my respect. So.
Oh wow, that's deep. Okay, come on.
Okay.
So, So like my dad had been taking care of my mom, like from the time she was like 24, like on up. He's even taking care of her now from the grave.
What do you mean taking care?
Like taking care.
Financially.
All that shit. Like
Oh.
dick and all, okay?
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
So it came a time where my dad got fired/retired. Okay.
Okay.
Man, like they fired him.
Please tell me she ain't leave him.
They fired him, but like they didn't have any like grounds to really fire him. So like he got his lawyer and it turned into a retirement, but there was a process in between like the firing.
Was he still in the home?
And it was, of course. That's his home. What you mean?
Okay.
Right.
And so my mom, like, she had an assignment that she was working. Then that assignment ended, and she just, she might have tried to get another job, but I didn't see the effort.
But you were a kid.
True.
You sound just like my daughter, but keep
Listen.
going.
Keep talking. Come on.
I was working at UPS at the time. Okay, and my baby mom was pregnant, or my oldest at the time. And so really like I'm the only one really contributing for real. Like my dad, he was, man, my dad, he my dad, he was hustling. You know what I'm saying? So I give my dad money, he flip it. Give me my shit back.
I'm so dead. What?
Listen, so like during all of this, right? Doing all this, man, like my mom, like during all this, my mom's like she having an affair with some dude, with some married dude.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like she can't get a job or contribute.
But she can sleep with somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. Like she's sneaking out, man, like 2-3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? To go fuck with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like my dad and I, you know what I'm saying, man. Like the expedition had got repo like 2 times. You know, man, we going all the way down to like Callahan, man, to go get that shit out. You got to pay storage fees and all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so and she just. Man, she just like she just, it's just like, man, she just like gave up. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, she was drunk all the time and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just, man, just that was just a time where I just like, man, that was just a time I just lost a lot of respect for me because it's just like, it's like my dad and I, we just fighting alone. You know what I'm saying? She just sitting there, just I don't know what the hell she.
Well, I tell my kids all the time, parents is not perfect.
Oh yeah, man. So listen, we're not talking about perfect.
No.
I was looking at it from the standpoint of this nigga that took care of you all your life. Man, you ain't got nothing to give.
I mean, he has a point. When your man fall, you're supposed to be there to pick him up.
Absolutely.
Man, like you gonna sit there and watch your husband and your son fight alone? Like who does that?
A real woman, the average real woman wouldn't do that.
And that's my point.
But I'm not gonna throw shade towards your mom because something had to happen.
I get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
No. Now, because it's like when you see a prostitute out there in the streets. You think she really truly want to be a prostitute?
There's some people out there that don't mind it.
I'm not talking about them.
You must not watch Jocelyn Cabaret because them hoes love it. Okay, for real.
I get what you're saying.
There's some hoes in the house. Hey, that shit there. Hey, listen.
I think something went wrong for her, and it could have stemmed from her childhood. And you as a kid, you didn't see everything that transpired in the home.
Well, I mean,
I understand
he was working, so I really don't see him as a kid no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, man,
you giving your dad money to flip, like that's definitely not no kid.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't no kid. For real, like can't be a kid.
We make mistakes.
I understand that, but all I'm saying is you can't expect to get no respect without no apology or something. You just like shit cool.
You
like,
got
no.
a point.
Has she apologized to you?
Fuck no, she ain't gonna ever apologize.
Does she know you feel this way?
She don't give a fuck, man.
But do she know? See, that's what kill me with men.
They don't communicate.
You swear up and down like they don't give a fuck, but do they know?
Man, listen, man. She'll never apologize for anything in her
But
life.
do she know? Do you know? Maybe the reason why she's never apologized is because she never thought it affected you.
Ooh, that's a good one, Kat.
I just had to tell my mom the other day, and I believe I told you this too. When people are constantly telling me just to let things go, no, I'd rather nip it in the bud right then and there, because if I constantly let things go, eventually I'm going to be always letting things go, and people are just in the end gonna think, oh, it's just okay. That's why I'd rather just it's either not gonna be like that, or this is how I'd rather be treated, or whatever. But I'd rather not. I mean, there's some things it's just not even worth my time even correcting or talking about. But if I feel like, okay, this is gonna be a consistent thing, if I let this slide, then oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud, because I don't have time to. This is the third time I've felt disrespected, or I've had to get out my way to do something for you, and maybe I don't feel appreciated and stuff. People sometimes just, they have that mindset that they just, if it didn't bother them, it's not, maybe it didn't bother you. Like when people sit there and tell me like, oh, sometimes the way I talk to them, the tone of my voice makes them feel like I don't like them or whatever. Genuinely, I didn't think I did anything wrong. The way I talk, I genuinely feel like other people talk that way. But, other people do not feel that way. And I constantly, and it never be like the person that tell me, it's always other people. So it's like, and I always tell that other person, why didn't he just come and say anything to me?
An average person not confrontational, man.
But I'm not confrontational. How is me just nipping shit in the bud right then and there confrontational? That makes no sense.
I mean, it does make sense, man, because like, man, you're a hard person to like, bro. Like,
I'm a hard person to like because
man, listen, man, like you'll say something shit to people you like, man, like the average person just be like,
she speaks her mind.
No, man, don't want to deal with that. Well, no, it's not about speaking your mind, man. She just
what am I?
She just like that aggravating little sister, man. It's like, man,
I'm aggravating little sister to you because you be getting with me, man, like, oh my god.
It's like I can ask her a question. She be like, man, I told you. I'm like, you know what?
No, first of all,
no,
this man had me do a flyer for him, and I told him, just like I tell all my other customers, don't be trying to tell me no changes. What I said, do text me or email me the information. This man still gonna walk up to my desk talking about, oh, you need to change this, and I'm like,
he's a customer.
He's a customer, but I also have what policy and procedures. If you walk up to Walmart and try,
we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
Walmart, they're gonna exchange.
We're not. Oh,
I don't mind taking it.
Hello. You heard mother. Listen, sorry, I ain't talking about that. Okay, what I'm talking about is, man, like I might ask your ass, man, like, oh man, like, hey, man, like what software is best, man, to make a receipt? Man, I told you to make that right.
Because you're asking me, and I already
give me the answer. I don't want to hear that shit. Give me the answer. I don't want to hear that. I told you.
Well, I told you because you an ass. So I mean, I already.
You do that to everybody.
Nah, I don't do that. Do I do that? I don't do that to everybody.
Exactly. You do that to everybody.
Yeah, you do.
I don't do it to Jasmine.
Jazz.
She might have your number.
Yeah. Okay, Kay.
Anyway, so my next topic is how do you get over childhood trauma?
Man, that's hard.
And with getting over childhood trauma and being a parent, how do you not pass on those same traumas to your kids?
Man, that's a hard one.
Who's gonna answer that first?
Well, you seem like you primed and ready.
I would recommend counseling. I think that, me and my daughter, we go through a lot.
Yeah.
And if that hurt don't come out, you can't heal.
That's true.
So whether it's counseling,
Miss Carswell said first you have to accept it was trauma.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
okay. Sometimes it don't always be trauma. It's probably what the child thinks, or maybe it was trauma that the parent did take the child through. I don't know. Church, a minister, but both have to be willing to hear it. Right. And because when you mentioned about your mom, by you holding it in and you never, talk about it or tell her, she'll never know. Mm-hmm. No, at least you can't get mad at a person if you never.
Well, man, I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
I think you are.
No. I'm not upset. I mean, I was at the time, but I mean, I'm not upset. No, that was like.
I don't believe that. But
like
hold on,
I'm
gonna tell you why. After Miss Carswell said, after accepting, then you adjust. I think that's a lie only because you expect women to be like, if I fall, bitch, you better beat up. You understand me? Because if you ain't, your ass is grass. Like, and tell me I'm lying.
He's taking it in his adult life.
No. That's not true. I mean, listen, I expect the most because I give the most. Mm. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
very much so.
So man, like,
I agree.
So man, like if you're not gonna do that, just let me know. I'll find somebody else who will. It's really just that simple. It's no low loss.
I like that.
Man, but before the trauma goes, I mean, man, it's really hard. I mean, like, it's almost impossible to do without dealing with it yourself before you have the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like once you have the kid, I mean, it's like really hard because it's like you grow up watching, that mom and that dad, and like that's your idea of like.
That's your first love.
Yeah, that's your idea of how things are supposed to go.
That's why it's very important to even showing your kids like when you're in a relationship or choosing what relationships to bring them around, because you don't bring your kids around everybody you date. That's because especially with daughters, then they think that's okay. I've never, my mother has never been the type. I can't stand him. He's so aggravating. But yeah, I think as far as childhood trauma, because childhood trauma is Miss Carswell said, once you adjust, once you adjust, you be willing that you may or may not get an apology. Okay, I think she said, I don't know. Can you retype that? I think you're talking with voice.
Yeah. That voice is talking all messed up.
But yeah, I think as far as like, she says trust. You have to definitely have trust too. Mm-hmm. But I mean, with childhood trauma, it's not just with parents. I mean, it's with other kids, or it's with things within yourself. Mm-hmm. Like with these kids trying to figure out their identity. Mm-hmm. I know with me, it's other kids.
Well, wait, see, the funny part about that though, like you can relate to this because you old school. Like when we were going to school, it wasn't really no people trying to find out who the hell they was. Like we know who he was.
You did have those kids, but you called those kids weird.
Listen, but see, what I'm talking about though. You didn't have a whole lot of people trying to figure out like who they was and like who they like and all this other stuff, man. Like,
well, I came from childhood hurt. I didn't have neither one of my parents in the home, and I would make up this fantasy in my mind, and I was betrayed. I didn't let other people see the hurt.
Okay, I can go for that, man. Because like growing up, I used to always wish
I had an imaginary mind.
Yeah.
Marcus says not true. What's not true?
Man, like growing up, I used to always, I used to always hope that I was adopted, that my real family was coming to get me.
Bro, what? This is why you. Now I understand why you act the way you act.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm keeping 100.
Keep it 100.
Don't judge me. I'm like, man.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just understanding.
I'm like, man, these can't be my parents. These can't be my real parents, boy. These can't be my real parents, okay?
You was adopted.
Unfortunately. But I like these kids, my real family.
Well, I think with me, definitely when I switched from private school to public school and me going through like bullying, like severe bullying in the 7th grade, it kind of kicked me like when I started with my daughter being older, and now she's kind of like coming home and telling me, you know, like, you know, oh, they're picking on me about this, or, you know, oh, they were laughing at me about that. And I'm telling her like certain things. She's telling me like, oh, you know, no, well, you have to brush that off. But then again, I'm thinking in my mind, that's what my mom used to tell me. But I have to remember, like, I can't have her or allow her to react to everything. You know, now if she's coming home every day, constantly telling me something like I used to, then yeah, it's you know, then I'm
well, you know, another thing now is that
Laurice said childhood trauma, if not treated, could have lasting effect.
See, another thing though is a kid like your daughter, she always gonna have a target on her back because of her personality. Like she puts herself out there. You know what I'm saying, man? Like when I was her age, you know what I'm saying, I would.
She's strong.
I would more so just be in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be like forthcoming and like she is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're like that, I mean, you're always gonna have attention on you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah.
Well,
you're scaring me now.
I think too, you need to listen to it regardless, because this bullying and this mental health thing is rising. So, you know, that's your way every day to take 5 to 10 minutes just to see how her day was. So you'll know what's going on. And listen, you got to listen to these kids, because these kids today, they are different than our generation.
And not just listen,
yeah, they
but
different.
Snoop.
They different. But you know, another thing is, like I make sure my presence is known. You know what I'm saying? I make sure like these parents know what time. I mean, these teachers know what time.
That's right.
Daddy's coming.
Yes. Yes.
Daddy's coming, boy. Like you do anything out the way.
Oh, you.
Daddy coming, boy. Because see, man, these teachers treat kids different, boy. When they know they got to deal with me. Yeah, but when they know somebody coming, it's a whole other ball game. Then when they know they can just do whatever they want to do.
That's a good thing.
And somebody ain't coming. No, I'm coming. I got to see what's going on.
Daddy care.
I'm like, hey, listen, boy, listen. I will whoop your son ass, and I'm gonna both of y'all ass too. Okay. I'll keep 100. Listen, teacher, you want to do your job, whoop your ass too. Okay.
Oh God, the kid down like this. Dad, please go.
Man, like I remember one time. A teacher had like gave my daughter like an F on the test and brought her grade down to a D. And like we didn't even know anything about it until the progress report came out.
I have that problem too.
Man, so like that was immediate parent teacher conference. Because I'm just like,
why you wouldn't tell us from the jump?
Yeah, man. Like
exactly.
why we wasn't informed about this, man? Like I was always in that teacher's ass, boy. Like we didn't have no more problems.
You know, I had that same issue just last year, but you know, I ain't gonna talk about that because he might watch this live.
But
I ain't gonna even talk about that.
We didn't have no more problems out of that teacher after that, man. Because I'm just like, man, listen, what is y'all procedure? Okay, I need to know y'all procedure, man. Y'all talking about, man, somebody who cheat on the test. I need to know what's going on, because I don't feel like you follow shit. Yeah, I need to know what the procedure is and what you did to try to follow that shit. Oh, you ain't follow procedure. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying, but like, nah, you ain't gonna tell me anything.
Oh, I understand. You ain't gonna tell me anything either.
You ain't gonna tell me anything, man. Especially, man. So the situation really wasn't my daughter's fault per se, man, because the teacher forgot to like take her test up, and she still had the test like in another class. But I still punished my daughter anyway, because I'm just like, man, you got to pay attention, man. Man, like, it ain't her responsibility to take your test. Like, you should have made sure that test was out there.
Have you ever spanked your daughter? Do you believe in men spanking their daughters?
I don't really knock people for their parenting styles. I don't do it anymore. Okay.
I wouldn't want my
I don't do it anymore. So
daughter,
so
son beaten.
like for me.
Daughter.
So like for me, like
I tell you what.
man, like my daughter was bringing home C's, so I woke her ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Tough that.
And man, we got a garbage bag and we picked up trash all around the neighborhood until it was full.
Punishment.
I told her, hey, listen, man, like, man, this is what people who give C effort. This is the kind of work they do.
I agree.
Man.
I wouldn't want my daughter's father to discipline her because he's a man, and you know, if he may hit hard, too hard. Let me be the disciplinarian.
But what if
Man, you don't even seem like a good disciplinarian.
Oh, yes, you need to talk to my kids.
What you gonna do? What
now,
you
my
gonna do?
grandkids, I'm a sucker
Oh,
for.
Lord.
You know, I'm a sucker for.
I already know.
Nana's a sucker for my grandkids. I threaten them, tell them I'm gonna beat them, but I don't really beat them.
Man, I hate parents and these grandkids. Like, man, where was this parent?
I know my kids tell me that all the time.
Look,
I can't do it.
Hey, you know what's so funny? My Uncle Mark I used to be so scared for my Uncle Mark to whoop me, and now he is the softest person when it comes to kids, to my kids, to his grandson. I'm just like, different. Why?
They
like,
just say the cutest things, the darndest things, or just melt your heart.
Mm-mm.
Just nanoboo babies. I know.
Child, Jasmine says Mia got soft.
I know, right. I know.
Terrible.
Get to the one about.
Yes. So now we're gonna get on this last topic here, because we've been, of course, everyone has been talking about it. The Will Smith and the Chris Rock fiasco. Now I want people to comment. You know what you feel, what you thought. If you did not know, if you haven't heard, on Sunday, the same night I had my party during the Oscars, Chris Rock made a G.I. Joe.
Like Whitney Houston.
Chris Rock made a G.I. Joe joke about G.I. Jane joke about Jada Pinkett, and of course we all know, Jada Pinkett got alopecia, so it didn't turn out so well. Will Smith didn't take it so well, and unfortunately, he went up there and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock, and then went and sat down and screamed my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And he said it twice, too, just to let y'all know. He said it twice.
I thought it wasn't real at first.
But, you know.
And slapped him on stage. But then when he sat down, and he said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, I was like, oh, this not staged.
This for real.
My thought on this, Chris Rock, kudos to him. He didn't swing back.
He didn't miss a beat, man. He gets some points. He missed a beat.
But however, I see both sides. It's fair game when comedians, they can joke and they laugh and pick on people. But this was at the Oscars, and I think he shouldn't have done. Chris, I'm talking about Chris right now. He shouldn't have done that, because when a woman loses her hair,
right?
Yeah, but Chris said, man, that he didn't even know she was going through that.
Well, why would you be talking? You can joke about a lot of things. We'll talk about someone's appearance. Why do we always talk about people's appearance?
That's what black people do. What you mean?
But that shouldn't be a thing. Let me get on your ass right quick.
When it's about somebody's health and they can't change that, that's.
But again, he did not know.
Though.
They say he did.
I mean,
now,
he said
let's
he
talk
did
about Will.
Okay.
This was the Oscars.
And he won.
But do you know, in the Bible it says you have to be slow to anger.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging him.
Yeah, but he's not Christian.
Wait a minute. I'm not judging him because he was laughing. When Chris made the joke, he was laughing. But then when he looked at Jada's face, he was like, oh, well, I can't go home. I got to go slap him and come back down like,
Yeah.
I protected my wife, but at the same time, that's not even Will Smith's character.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand why he did it, but I wished he would have not done it because it's been so long that our African American we've been robbed of the awards, the money, over the years. And I think that I wish that he would have been able to hold it to after stage or call him and give him a good cussing out at home.
I would have just yelled and said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth" from the audience. But that's just me. I wouldn't have went up there and slapped him, or I would have walked up there and whispered, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth" if you want to walk up to somebody. But I saw the slap was a little like it was weird. Yeah. Yeah, it looked
a big slap. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh man, Chris, he did his thing as far as holding his composure and not slapping him back. Chris said, "You ain't messing up my money."
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, you see his tickets skyrocket.
Yeah,
they are rent prices.
No food.
The new rent prices. I ain't talking about the old rent prices either. I mean, that's insane. He ain't even that funny, to be honest. To me, he's not that funny. I don't think his stand-up comedy is funny, except like only when he's in movies. I think he's funny. So, I mean, what do you feel on the situation?
Me myself personally, I feel like everybody is acting like Will didn't commit a crime on national TV.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my whole thing. Like nobody would shoot somebody on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Like why do you feel it's okay to slap somebody on national TV like that's like
because if he was a regular person and he slapped Chris Rock, people would have been tackling him. He would have pressed charges, all of that.
All that.
That human side. The human side came out just because they stars. They're still human. They're still human.
I understand what you're saying. He could have had his human ass
behind the stage.
He could have had his human ass behind bars too.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Yeah. Hey, look, what Brooker say? Yes, going down the line. Yes, going down the line. He's talking about one person charges. Look.
Yeah, he could have had his human ass, man, shoot behind bars, man. Hell, man, Chris Rock could have sued him, man, for a couple $100 million.
Hey, all that King Richard money gone. Okay, but you know what? Red Table Talk gonna have Will on the show next week. I'm telling you. Probably this week. They don't have
man. And like, I just feel like that's not the way. I just feel like that's not the way you should handle a situation.
But a real man walk away. A real man walks away. And I think Chris Rock demonstrated a real man walk away. Even though he started it kind of sort of, he was doing his comedian job, but he also understood why Will did it. But a real man walked away, and it wasn't that Chris probably was scared of him. He was thinking.
Chris asked no, he couldn't beat Will Smith. That's the reason why he ain't do nothing bad.
No. It's bigger than that. I mean, because you didn't see no fear in his eyes or anything.
Absolutely.
He was like, wow. Just got slapped on national television.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like but it's like, man. I mean, once you get a certain age, man, it's just like, man, you handle things differently. I mean, and then on top of that, man, like if somebody's antagonizing me, like 9 times out of 10, I'm the one who got something to lose, and not them.
Yeah. A real man thinks like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
and a man who have a lot to lose think like that.
I see. That is the thing, man. Like, Will act like he wasn't the one that had something to lose in that situation. Man, he worth more money than Chris Rock.
And I was surprised.
Hell, man, his kids might be more money than goddamn Chris Rock. Cause his kids worth millions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like that's stupid, man. I would have sued Will.
No. You give him a pass.
I ain't giving him shit.
Give him a pass.
I give him a pass. I give him a pass. All right, I'll name my mention after him. This is my Will Smith.
Look, I give gave him a pass to the mansion.
Okay, what you think about it?
I think I would have, like I said, I would not have walked on stage. I would have yelled. I would have yelled. I would have been like, "Hey, watch it," you know, something like that. And then I would have probably spoke to him afterwards. Or probably, if I felt like I wanted to fight him, I would have definitely waited until commercial, like when they went on commercial, and instead of Tyler Perry and Denzel and whoever that little white man was, pulling them to the side talking to him, it would have been a, "Hey partner, meet me outside when we leave here." Like it would.
But at the same time, man, if you really think about it though, that really wasn't nothing that really slapped him over.
Well, honestly, I think other people were saying, like, because he got so much of backlash about the Jada and August Alsina fiasco, he had to, like, I guess, save face. So that's the reason why.
It ain't no saving face, man. Like he Will Smith, it ain't nothing to save.
But he did make a video to August.
He did, yeah, he really did.
Wow.
But at the same time, like, how did that even come out, man? Like, that's Jada's fault, man. Like, if you gonna fuck somebody, man, like that shit not supposed to get back out, man.
August put it out there.
She the one chose to fuck the nigga though.
How was he? That's like you having sex with somebody and then you're not expecting her to say anything because y'all not together, but she go and tell somebody else.
I think you know what it was. August fell for Jada. Jada put it on him, and he was losing. He couldn't focus.
And then he started crying.
That's all I'm saying.
Jada had that comeback.
All I'm saying
that
is
what?
All I'm saying is
that
man,
meow.
I blame Jada on that shit, man. But
fuck, man,
fuck slapping Chris, man. I would have slapped Chris. I would have slapped her ass though.
What?
Man, what the fuck, man, Chris just telling jokes. Man, this bitch out here, man, let shit get back to me. Okay, like, okay, yeah, you can fuck niggas, man, don't let shit get back to me.
Man,
like all these hoes,
separated.
Listen, I understand that, but all these hoes, I don't fuck, they ain't never come back to you.
Tanisha says, I stand with Jada. I stand with Jada too.
Stand with Jada to do what?
They were separated. Who? What? Okay, so if you're separated from somebody, you can't be with other people?
No, I don't.
I don't think. Not when you know y'all gonna get back together, man. You know you ain't gonna leave with.
They know that they did a whole episode about it. They thought that shit was really done. They thought that shit was really. He was dating a little white girl in the public. Remember that? Exactly.
But listen though, the shit ain't come back though.
No, wrong is wrong. You can. It doesn't matter.
They weren't together.
Was they divorced?
Hey, listen.
Exactly.
I ain't waiting on a piece of paper to tell me who I can't get.
Wrong is wrong.
I mean,
see, that's that new school shit.
Wrong is wrong.
That's that 90s baby shit right there.
Tanisha, it said open is motherfucking open. She said the ML part.
No.
Man, I understand that part. All I'm saying is don't let that shit get back to me. That's all I'm saying.
I made mistakes.
Don't embarrass me. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to say I didn't make mistakes, but two wrongs don't make a right. And if you are married and you know that it's a possibility that y'all may get back together, why dip it there?
Yeah, man. Well, man, if it ain't over to the point where you gonna sign on papers, man, just wait.
But you have to be separated for a certain amount of time before you can get divorced.
It depends on what state you in. Man, cause like Florida don't have separation.
Okay, that plays a part. So you can just go.
But do you honestly think that she was gonna let Will Smith go? Now she bringing some bread in.
Man, she ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Not like
Jada. First of all, Jada got money. Okay,
Get the fuck out of here, man.
If I'm not mistaken, she was already.
Hey, come on now.
She got money. She was playing and stuff before.
Jada is nobody though, man.
I'm not gonna say Jada is nobody.
Man, Jada nobody. Man, listen, man. Jaden Smith is more popular than she is, man.
To her, say, baby.
You said Jaden Smith.
Yeah, man.
Did Jaden got an Emmy? Oh, okay.
Man, listen, man. Lil Will more popular than her right now.
That's facts.
Of course, right now, for slapping somebody Bob.
I said Lil Will. I said Lil Jaden.
No. I mean, no, that was just.
Man, Will been a $20 million man.
That's just something. That was a little flame that, he got his boots off and whatever. But she was never ever thinking about leaving Will Smith.
Like
Ever.
that's stupid.
Yeah.
You talking about that stupid?
That's stupid, man. Like people have been laughing like she's nobody, man.
Now she's somebody now. She's
Trust
very
me, I'm
pretty.
pretty sure she would still be live and not live, but she would still have her own things going, and people would still know who she is.
Yeah, but she's still nobody though. She's still nobody. She's Will Smith's wife, man.
Bruh, people do not see her as Will Smith's wife.
Just like Tiny. Tiny is nobody.
The first thing, who?
Tiny.
You cannot put Tiny and Jada Pinkett Smith in the same damn category.
See, T.I. white.
You cannot put them in the same category.
Well, I can't.
Jada's a bad girl.
Exactly. She's done way more than Tiny, and then on top of that,
Escape sold some albums. Escape sold some damn albums, nigga.
They sold albums years ago when Jada Pinkett have had movies from the 80s, 90s on up till now.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's like,
what movie have she done outside of fucking The Matrix?
Girls Trip.
Yes,
She's also done this goth movie. She was actually on a goth show for like 3, 4, 5 seasons.
Who the fuck was looking at some goth?
Obviously, if they was on for several seasons,
I'm talking about something worth talking about. What has she been on worth talking about outside of The Matrix?
Girls Trip was freaking huge. What are you talking about?
Was she one of the main characters in there?
Yes, you didn't even watch Girls Trip.
You're right, I didn't watch that shit.
Exactly. She was the one that slept with the guy that put the grapefruits on his dick and the dick burned.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh Lord.
If you watch the movie, you would know that. But anyway.
Man,
she got the Red Table Talk that they just won an Emmy for. Bye. Man, anyway.
Jada ain't shit, yo.
Oh yeah, she is.
Trust me, she the shit. If Jada walked in here and dropped her panties, you'd be on your knees right now.
First of all, I don't even fucking date small chicks for one.
If Jada Pinkett Smith walked in here right now and asked you to lick her bald head, you would.
Bro, listen, I'm not moved like that, man. Like, I'm not attracted to Jada at all. I don't give a fuck if she a fucking movie star. Everybody got preferences. She don't fit in that shit.
That's true.
What about the money?
Fuck that. I make my own money, man.
Come on, brother, talk to me.
Man,
even if she pays you $100,000
listen,
to
man,
do it.
I'm not for sale, nigga. She obviously has a price.
Just saying. It depends on who it is.
Lord have mercy, man. Listen, man. I don't fall in love with movie stars. I don't even know who they are.
Obviously, if you know who she is.
Yeah, but I don't know who she is.
Well, I know.
I know her fucking name.
I watch her shows.
I understand. I know her name, but I don't know her. Like, come and have an opinion about somebody I never met. I don't know her.
But that's everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Give our opinions about
I
people
don't
we know.
fall in love with fucking stars. Is what I'm saying to you. I don't fall in love with stars. I don't know them.
Because you hadn't had the opportunity to be around.
Right, because you don't know who they are behind the cameras.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't fall in love with stars. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. But what I would say to you, the newly entrepreneur,
yes, talk to me,
is just remember, man, that God will provide.
Yes, thank you.
He says, take no thought what you should eat and what you should drink. Okay, but I mean, because there are times in the game where, you know, things are slow or things don't look like they're gonna be what you want them to be. Mm-hmm. But you know, so a man thinketh, so is he.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You
know what I'm saying? You gotta remain positive, and you gotta stay in the mindset for God to be able to bless you. Because without faith, it's impossible to please him.
I appreciate that.
So you want to keep that in mind.
Hey yo, this coming from the man that the grimiest person on the show.
See, I bring that vibe. You know, that I bring that
Thank
positive
you, Lord.
energy.
Especially what we needed after the last show.
Yes.
Honey, because I don't know if y'all watched the last show. Honestly, I wouldn't even tell y'all to watch it. Because that man talked some straight foolery.
But there were some things that he said I did agree to. But
I mean, yeah, it's just he was just over the top, man. Like
he was disrespectful. You talking about women ruin the race and all that? Like, come on now.
I mean, he was just over the top. I mean, he had some good stuff, but it was just ruined with it's just over the top.
Well, you guys, that is the end. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you for
Our
inviting
Mama
attorney
Doula.
nanny.
Yes.
Mama Doula.
I hope you bring me back so when my business gets started, I can come back and promote my business and tell different things that I'm going to have in the months to come. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, don't forget to see us or to join us next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. sharp. Make sure you keep us on the books. I am Miss K.
The guru.
And
Mia.
have a great evening, you guys. Bye.
Bye.